Stop sleeping with your phone near you. Otherwise, you're damaging something in your own body without knowing. That thing is dangerous.
Greetings, my family. Welcome again to Direct TV, bringing to you the truth. Welcome, guys, to this special and wonderful episode of my video today. Right in today's video, guys, I'm here with the man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakhilome, and this is a warning that Pastor Chris did give around 2020. And messages of the man of God, Pastor Chris, during those period are not actually allowed to be brought here. I would have actually bring the full video for you, but here in this particular video, guys, the man of God, Pastor Chris, is just a short clip. All right, in this live TV, there's a plan to actually or the cell phone you have been using now, all right, is actually causing some things in your body that a lot of people don't even know. So Pastor Chris did explain these things. Okay, so you are going to be hearing it from this. It was a live a live show, and the man of God, Pastor Chris, was being brought, all right, talking about this same thing about your cell phone. There are a lot of people that use their cell phone too much, so you're going to be hearing or reasons why you should get attached to your phone that much. All right, so before we dive into the video, for those of you coming very new to my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, subscribe, and then like today's video, guys. Watch this. I'll be right back.
Moving on to the effects of overusing your phone, we've got cognitive and psychological effects. A study published in the Journal of the Association for Consumer Research reveals that the mere presence of a smartphone can reduce cognitive capacity as individuals expend mental energy, resisting the temptation to check their device. Moreover, excessive phone use has been linked to symptoms of addiction, including anxiety and irritability when separated from the phone, and the compulsion to use the phone for longer than intended. Secondly, we have physical health concerns. The physical implications of phone overuse are multifaceted. A Harvard Health study highlighted that over the last 2 decades, approximately 76,000 people suffered head and neck injuries related to cell phone use, with the rate of such injuries spiking since the introduction of smartphones. Additionally, excessive screen time has been associated with sleep disturbances, eye strain, and even myopia in children. Wow, that's a lot. Now, we have also social and behavioral impacts of using your phone too much. On a social level, phone addiction can lead to relationship strains and reduced face-to-face interactions. The American Psychological Association reported that teens spending nearly 5 hours daily on social media have a higher rate of rating their mental health as poor or very poor compared to those with lower usage. Now, the next question is, how does this even happen? How can so many people, be addicted to their phones? There has to be someone behind all this, and they are definitely benefiting from it. Let's quickly watch another eye-opening video about social media. Check this out.
You're dealing with an addicted generation.
This is a big time bomb ticking.
This is no accident. Indeed, it is by design.
I mean, seriously?
It was my mistake.
And I think we can all feel it.
To try to make these products as addictive as
400%
possible.
spike in dopamine.
We now know that many of the major social media companies hire individuals called attention engineers who borrow principles from Las Vegas casino gambling, among other places, to try to make these products as addictive as possible. That is the desired use case of these products, is that you use it in an addictive fashion because that maximizes the profit that can be extracted from your attention and data.
It literally is a point now where I think we have created tools that are ripping apart the social fabric of how society works. That is truly where we are.
The way the technologist Jaron Lanier puts it is that these companies offer you shiny treats in exchange for minutes of your attention and bytes of your personal data, which can then be packaged up and sold.
What happened is that the attention economy and this race for attention got more and more competitive. And the more competitive it got to get people's attention on, say, a news website, the more they need to add these design principles, these more manipulative design tactics, as ways of holding on to your attention.
You don't realize it, but you are being programmed.
Social media tools are designed to be addictive. The actual desired use case of these tools is that you fragment your attention as much as possible throughout your waking hours. That's how these tools are designed to use. Well, we have a growing amount of research which tells us that if you spend large portions of your day in a state of fragmented attention, so large portions of your day where you're constantly breaking up your attention, take a quick glance to it, just check, and just quickly look at Instagram, that this can permanently reduce your capacity for concentration. I am especially worried about this when we look at the younger generation coming up, which is the most saturated in this technology.
It's very addictive because if you pull on the slot machine arm enough, you will win. And you never know which pull will reward you.
That's an addictive behavior, and it's dopamine that is driving that addiction. So what happens with social media is Robert Sapolsky, who did the foundational research on this at Stanford, calls it the magic of maybe. When you look at your phone and maybe there's a text there and maybe there's not, and you don't know, when it shows up, that high you get, that's dopamine. It's the magic of maybe. Maybe it'll be there, maybe it won't. When it shows up, you get a 400% spike in dopamine. That is roughly the same amount of dopamine as you're getting from cocaine. It's slightly less than an extremely addictive drug like cocaine. And that's what's happening.
We really care what other people think of us. So for example, when you upload a new photo, a new profile photo of yourself on Facebook, that's a moment where our mind is very vulnerable to knowing what other people think of my new profile photo. And so when we get new likes on our profile photo, Facebook, knowing this, could actually message me and say, oh, you have new likes on your profile photo. And it knows that we'll be vulnerable to that moment because we all really care about when we're tagged in a photo or when we have a new profile photo. And the thing is that they control the dial, the technology companies control the dial for when and how long your profile photo shows up on other people's news feeds. So they can orchestrate it so that other people more often end up liking your profile photo over a delayed period of time, for example, so that you end up having...
Wow, as you heard it for yourself, it is all by design. They want you to be addicted and obsessed with your phone. That is what they want you. And the amount of time you spend on it, that's how they make more money. That's how they can control you. So are you going to let them control you? Are you going to let them succeed at that? I definitely hope not. Now, you may be asking, what is the solution then? How can I stop using my phone excessively? Where can I start? As always, I'm here for you, so don't worry about anything. Here are some ways to help you monitor your screen time and use of phone, including on social media. We've got mitigation strategies. And to counteract the negative effects of excessive phone use, we have several strategies that can be employed. And these are 4 points that I'm going to give you today. Number 1, we've got digital detox. Implementing phone-free periods during the day can help reduce dependency. Number 2, we've got app management. And that is deleting time-consuming apps and turning off non-essential notifications. These can minimize distractions. Number 3, we've got physical lockboxes. Using a physical lockbox to store phones for set periods can limit access and encourage other activities. The last point is parental monitoring. For teens, strong parental relationships and monitoring have been shown to significantly reduce the risk of mental health problems associated with social media use. Guess who else taught us about the use of phones and its impact on health? You guessed it right. Our very own man of God, Pastor Chris. Please watch this very short but informative clip from our pastor.
To warn about your cell phones in the same light. And I told you, keep them away from you when you want to go to sleep. Do you know how many people around the world have been saved with that instruction I gave them? A lot of people were having headaches. They would wake up with headaches. They didn't know why. But I shared with you, and I brought you scientific information. I brought you a lot of data. I brought you a lot of information. Even recently, a new study, a new researcher, look at this. Cell phone radiation expert says FCC in denial of health risks demands full independent investigation. And I gave you all this information in 2020. And those were not the kind of things they expected to hear from a minister of the gospel. But I give them to you. I give them to you. Stop sleeping with your phone near you. Turn it off. And if you must keep it on, keep it no less than 6 feet away from you. When it rings, you will hear. All right? Otherwise, you're damaging something in your own body without knowing. That thing is dangerous. All right? Go and listen to some of the things I said about it.
Definitely stop sleeping with your phones next to you. It is dangerous. That was our man of God, Pastor Chris.
Alright, my family, there you have it with the man of God by person of the alias Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakhilome. Now you've heard that warning for yourself. You see, if you are always sleeping with your phone, there are a lot of people that do press their phone till they slip off. I usually do that too. Alright, but this warning, since I heard it from the man of God, Pastor Chris, before I sleep, I make sure that I drop my phone. I drop it away from me. Even my power bank, I don't keep those things close to me, especially devices. I don't keep them close to me. The reason is because this warning the man of God Pastor gave was what led me to avoid some of those things. So I'm bringing the warning to you. If you are one that like pressing your phone all the time, you press the phone till you even slip off. Sometimes you will keep the phone on your chest and then you slip off with it. Okay, that's the reason why sometimes when you wake up, you notice that there's something wrong. You just notice an abnormality in your body. You don't know why. All right, some of it is because you are always sleeping with your phone. See, so I'm bringing this warning from the man of God Pastor Chris, and I hope that you listen and actually learn from it. You see, so I believe you are blessed in today's video. Please kindly hit the like button, like today's video, guys. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly hit the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel, guys. And I'd love to see you in my next video, guys. Bye.